Welcome back, and today we're going to go over my top 10 most carried knives of September 2023, and these are dedicated knives, so they're not on the list. This was my dedicated EDC fixed blade for the last, I think, 3 weeks. This is the SCHWARZ Knives Overland Sport. I finished the testing of this one, and the review is coming very, very soon. You definitely want to check this out. All totally USA made, awesome sheath, comes with Alti clip. And you can configure this in so many different variations. I went with the coated blade with the green micarta and black hardware, and then black rivets and orange kydex. Just super cool, perfect size for my medium-sized hand, and it's easy to carry. So yeah, stay tuned for the Overland Sport. And these were my dedicated 5th pocket carry knives that I was rotating from. We have the Cavol Denka. I just finished up testing on this one as well, so this review will be coming in the next probably week or so. Cool knife, very expensive for what it is though. It definitely has some high-end stuff on it, and it's built very, very well. So stay tuned for this one. I just wish it had a pocket clip, but that's why it's dedicated for my 5th pocket, and I did carry it in a EDC pouch as well. Another nice premium 5th pocket carry knife. This is the Matsey Striga, and this particular one has titanium bolsters that are black with black blade and the gold dark matter fat carbon. Very, very stunning milled titanium clip, and a little I don't know what they're calling it, Warncliffe cleaver, sheep's foot, whatever, M390 blade. Nice and slicey too. I haven't finished the testing on this one, but should be pretty darn soon. That's the Matsey Striga. And this one's been hogging all the time in that 5th pocket and in my basketball shorts. This is the Divo Nip. This thing weighs nothing because it has this nice camo carbon on here. Very, very slicey, hollow ground S90V blade. You can choke up on it so I can get a nice 4-finger grip on it. Yeah, this one has been a lot of fun. And you got that very minimal flipper tab that works excellent. Burst flick works excellent. I swapped over the blue hardware on this side. I didn't get a chance to get this pivot ring out. So just to let y'all see how it looks. I'll probably drop my video review of this one either the day before the drop of these on his site or the day of, one of the two. Definitely not going to want to miss this. Now let's get into the top 10. First up, we have the Ameight Knives MORAD, and I gotta say this may be my favorite Ameight knife so far. I'm not a huge front flipper fan, but it works outstanding. Excellent. You also have the fullers on both sides that you can reverse flick it, or you can slow roll it. I just love the blade shape, nice drop point. You got that crown spine, S90V steel. I just finished the testing up on this one as well. It performed really nicely. You have to wait and see how it did. Somewhat of contouring on the titanium scales, carbon fiber inlay. I just wish they would have put it on this side also. Milled titanium clip. And beautiful, beautiful action. Excellent knife for the money. These go for like $160. I'll have all the knives that are available down in the description. Some of them help support the channel. If you want to help support what I do here, I do appreciate it. If not, no harm. Number 2, we have the Indiana Knives EDZ. And I wasn't carrying this one when I first got it because the spring on it was a little bit soft, making the detent a little bit soft. But I replaced the spring with a modified Demco 80 20.5 replacement spring. I have a little pack of 3, and I cut it down to the size that didn't need to be here. And this thing now rockets out. And I can't easily shake it out. Before I could do like that and it would shake out. Now it's got a nice crisp pop to it, and it's not overly hard. It's perfect. That's one cool thing about doing those springs yourself like that. You can slowly shave, one little ring off at a time, and keep trying it, and you can make the perfect action that you want. And that also, whenever you have the better tension, those springs from the Demco knives are a stronger spring. So you have to cut it a little bit shorter than what spring is already in the knife you're changing it out. And it's going to help, you know, from closing up. If you spine whack it, it's going to be a lot more sturdy than that softer spring. Because that softer spring, what's happening is it's jumping, and it's causing the plunge lock to jump up out of the place of where it's contacting the blade. So making it stronger, making it a better action. Now this thing has a remarkable action. Van Eyck super clean steel, very comfortable contour titanium scales. I love the knife. The action was just a little underwhelming for me. Number 3, we have the Artisan Cutlery Boa. This is a Kickstarter campaign that is going on right now. I will have all that information down in the description as well. This is the canvas micarta inlay version. They have, I think, 4 or 5 different versions. They have that full dress that I have as well, but I carried this one more because I didn't. The fancy pants one is like a dress knife. So this is the one that I pocketed more. Nice mill titanium clip, nice and contoured, hidden lanyard post for the lanyard people out there. Nice tie backspacer. You have that long blade hold that makes it easy to reverse flick. You have the thumb studs to thumb flick, and a front flipper that works excellent as well because it's curved over and it's sitting above that frame, so it's nice and easy just to pull back. So whichever method you want to use, they all work great. S35 VN blade, and I got one more part of my testing on this one, and then I will be done. And then the review will follow right after that, just so I can make sure I have it done before the Kickstarter campaign is over with. At number 4, we have the Kansept Baku. This is a Sparrow Knife Works design. I thought it was interesting looking. You have this nice little inlay of, I think it's the white Arctic Storm or something, fat carbon. Nice flipping action, and check that blade out. Like a Japanese tanto. And if I have to have a tanto blade, this is how I'd like it. To where you have some straight, and then you have curved belly up front, so you can use that longer portion to do your slicing task if you want, or pushing down into something. And then you have that bulky tip right there. S35 VN blade, nice thumb stud action. This is a inset liner lock into titanium, blind screwed mill titanium pocket clip. I just get a nice 4-finger grip on it, got a little bit to spare. Number 5, we have the Golden Designs Caliber, and this knife has been super impressive. The pre-order is going to go, I don't know if it's live yet. If it's not, I think it's going live soon. If I'll put it up here if I find out. You have this beautiful diamond textured pattern on the titanium, contouring on the scales. You have this back flipper, front flipper, and blade hole. The back flipper, you got to just pull it straight down so you don't catch that corner, I found. You have a button lock, kinda. It's not really a button lock, it's a frame button lock. You got that blade hole. The blade hole works the best for me. You can choke up on it. But I did not even realize this whenever I had first started messing around with the knife. Okay, I know you got the button here, and that button is releasing a frame lock. So as you can see, you press the button and it pushes the frame lock over. So if you rather use that frame lock, you don't even have to press that button. You can use the frame lock to disengage it. So that's super neat. I like having that option. Keep your fingers out of the blade path. Use the button. And the front flipper is decent for me. I can't do it that intuitively. The back flipper, if I put my finger up here and pull down, it's a lot easier. I just found when I do this, I just got to make sure I don't catch this hump. But I just finished the testing on this one, and this review should be coming very soon because I want to have it ready just in case you want to pre-order this. Blind screwed mill titanium pocket clip that looks nice, and this blade just looks yummy. This one's in M390, but the actual production ones will be in Magna Cut at like 61 to 63 HRC. This is by far the most perfect jimping right here. It's very fine cut. So if you don't really need it there, you can kind of pass your fingers there. But if you press down, it really grabs a hold of the finger. Very, very nicely done. Excellent, excellent. This is a big old knife too. Number 6, we have the Tempest Knives Microburst, and this is a brand new colorway that is dropping on the 2nd, on October 2nd. I'll put the time up here, but it's that G-Mascus, he's calling it, I think the Lightning or something like that, Blue Lightning. But it's very, very attractive, I think. Nice and contoured. You still have that black tie backspacer with the hidden lanyard posts. Still have the wire pocket clip that's reversible. And you still have that excellent, excellent action. They also still have the regular Microburst with the contoured micarta scales. This is the one that I had pre-ordered. 14C28N blade steel on these two. I love this knife. I'm surprised he still has any of these still available. It's an excellent little user. You can choke all the way up on it. Excellent blade shape. You don't have a crazy belly there. Nice and smooth action. Got a decorative pivot. And there's a lot going on here. And it's under a $100 knife. They have this colorway, and then I think they have a Stormtrooper edition one with white G10 and a black blade. So if you wanted one of these special ones, stay tuned. They also have inset stainless steel liners as well. Awesome, awesome knife. I know y'all probably saw my video whenever I installed these original GOAT aluminum scales on my Hogue Ritter RSK, and they were so impressive to me that I went out and ordered a second pair right away. You got the same nice contouring on here. These are 100% USA made. Just make it super comfortable in hand, even more stout than they were before. Then you can do left or right-handed carry, so I don't have any extra holes on this side because I'm a righty. Awesome, awesome. And like I said, I was so impressed with these that I went right out and bought some for my Mini. I also have a 15% off coupon code. I'll put it right here on the screen for y'all guys. If you decide you want to order some, you just follow my link and then put in the 15% discount code. Now, like I said, I got the small. So look at this. I think this is a shark tooth pattern. And I want to say it's a tumbled. It's a more shiny pattern. This is, I think, in the buff right here. That's just a blasted finish. But hopefully that's coming across. This one's, oh, it looks so good. And it really dances in the light. Look at that. And it really, really transformed this knife. This is the Mini RSK. And I think it says like 3 to 5 weeks lead time. I think I got these from the day I ordered them. I think it might have been less than 3 weeks. It definitely wasn't no 4 or 5 weeks, I can tell you that. I think it was like 2.5 weeks and I had these. I'm sure it just depends on which ones you order and where they're at, in the machining process. But yeah, super solid, super nice. They slapped on perfectly, no wiggle on anything. They have milled out pocketing in there to reduce the weight. So yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think about the new ones. I think this shark's pattern is probably my favorite. This one is very nice as well. And it's grippy without being overly grippy. This one, you can definitely feel those, and it offers more traction. I don't think it's too grippy. It's the very peaks of that's knocked off, so it's not like sharp. It's definitely more comfortable than the factory scales that come on these knives. I think they're a little bit too overly aggressive. But yeah, if you want to upgrade your Hogue Ritter, this is an excellent way to do so. And if you don't want them to be silver like this, they can do Cerakoted, I think, or hard anodized, one of the two. And you can also get if you have a custom colorway you want to go with, they do that as well. And this is going to be on this list because it hasn't left my pocket for obvious reasons, and that is the brand new Divo Knives Fireball. It's my first knife design, and I couldn't be happier. And working with Lefty and Colin is just amazing because they're so nice, so helpful. We really came together with this. They came up with this awesome pivot, and they came up with trying out this backspacer. I think we'll put some micro milling on it. Yeah, these are going to be hot. We're trying to nail down how we're going to do this run, how we're going to sell them and stuff like that. So stay tuned. Ooh, it looks like I already got a little bit of pocket wear on that. Sorry, Lefty. But yeah, they have this one with the black wash and the blue. I think it's blue camo carbon. Perfect jimping, perfect detent, no matter which way you go with it. And then I wanted to do a different looking blade hole, so I did the like arrow on both sides. I thought it looked great, and it performs excellent. You can grab the bottom of that. And then, you know, I did mix it up with the black wash and the satin, but I think being that blue's my favorite color, I carried this one more than the satin. But they're both awesome, no doubt. And I can't believe it's finally here. I'm waiting for somebody to pinch me. Y'all stay tuned. Anytime I have an update on these, I will let y'all know. And I'll probably do a full video on one of these, maybe to do a little bit of testing, even though this is not the blade steel it's going to be in, just to see how this grind is going to perform. We have the Serge knives. I think this is the Ranger. If I'm wrong, I'll have to put it on the screen. But this one has the Nebula fat carbon on it, and I think that carbon looks just stunning. Very crazy blade shape with a negative angle there. Sits up above. And it took me a little while to get used to it. I'll tell you what, for like pull cuts and stuff like that, it's nice and comfortable. And this little pinch grip if you need to puncture something. Because you got a bulky tip there. Only thing I don't like is that it's in N690. But, you know, N690 is not a terrible steel. It's just not a wow steel. Just a bent tie clip. Very smooth action. Excellent reverse flicker. Thumb flicker. I just think for the price that these went for, N690 is not really warranted, but a lot of his stuff, that's just how it is. You know, it's definitely grown on me. I think it's a funky looking design, but I think it's grown on me. And it looks like, you can see you don't have much handle left. Pretty good blade to handle ratio, but if you look at it, I think it's because of that negative angle in this choil. It makes it look like this handle's so much bigger than this blade. Lastly, but certainly not least, we kind of have two here, and I'm going to explain myself. So number 10 is the Vosteed Raccoon Cleaver Blade, 14C28N micarta crossbar lock. It's got the adjustable crossbar lock, stupid smooth, and this one has been in the pocket a lot lately. Like I stated in another video that I was talking about this knife, my wife and my daughter started an online boutique. This is them, Artisan Bloom, for all my ladies on the channel. Go check them out. That would be awesome. Artisan Bloom, and see what they're doing this for. My wife was a DV survivor. You'll see. You have to go check it out. But all my ladies, go check that out. I think I have 1% ladies here. But they've been having tons of boxes. The other day I cut up 30 boxes with this thing. And I stropped it back up, and it's still razor sharp. Now, this is the one I carried and used, and I also would swap up every now and again. And I just didn't carry this one. It sits on the table by their office. This is the Titania Raven. It's the Alpha Blade knife titanium frame lock where you can change out these Alpha Blades. I love these Alpha Blades because these things are super slicey, and you can strap them up. It's got a chisel edge, just meaning the actual edge is only on this one side. This side has a primary and doesn't have a secondary, as you can see. This one has a primary and a secondary edge. These things slice like a scalpel. You can choke up if you want, just be careful. And it's nice and smooth too. Nice and smooth flipper action. And these are fairly cheap for having all this titanium backspacer, titanium scales. I think it's like 60 bucks or something like that. And then you can buy a pack of these Alpha blades, change them out whenever you don't feel like, if you don't feel like stropping it back up, or you can't strop it up anymore and you don't want to sharpen it, just put a new one on there. So yeah, that is my top 10 plus some carried knives for September. Let me know down in the comments, what are your top 3 that you carried this month, and what do y'all think about these OG scales on this Hogue Ritter? Like I said, check if there's anything that you're interested in, check the description. If they're available, I will have links to them down in the description. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I hope everybody's having an outstanding Sunday. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace out.